Number 1. Communication skills. Let me tell you about a guy named Steve. Steve studied for months before his job interview. He knew everything, every answer, every detail. He even practiced in front of his mirror every night. But the moment he sat down in that interview chair, something happened. His heart started beating faster. His mouth went dry. And when the interviewer said, "So tell me about yourself," Steve just froze. He said some words, but they came out jumbled. He started one sentence, then switched to another. He said, 11 times in 2 minutes. He didn't get the job, not because he wasn't smart, not because he didn't prepare. He didn't get the job because he couldn't communicate what was inside his head. And here's the scary part. This happens every single day to thousands of people, smart people, hardworking people, people just like you. So what exactly is communication and skill? It sounds complicated, but let me make it super simple. Communication skill means, can people understand you? That's it. When you talk to your boss, does he get what you're saying? When you send an email, is it clear or confusing? And when you're in a meeting, can you say what you think without losing people? If yes, you have communication skills. If no, you need to build them right now. Think about your school life for a second. You know that one student who always raises their hand, who explains things clearly even when they're not 100% sure, who seems confident at talking to teachers, parents, even strangers. Did you ever think, wow, that person must be naturally gifted? No. That person just practiced more than you. They got uncomfortable more times than you. They said the wrong thing, embarrassed themselves, and kept going anyway. Communication is not a gift you're born with. It is a muscle. And like any muscle at United, if you don't use it, it gets weak. If you train it every day, it gets powerful. Now let me paint a picture of what happens at work if you don't have this skill. Your manager gives you a task. You don't fully understand it, but you're too afraid to ask questions. So you just do the work based on your guess. 3 days later, you bring it back. It's completely wrong. Your manager looks at you and says, "Why didn't you just ask me?" And suddenly you realize one simple question would have saved that 3 days of wasted work. That happens because of poor communication, not lack of intelligence, not laziness, just not knowing how to ask the right question at the right time. And trust me, at a real job, wasted time means wasted money, and nobody keeps employees who waste money. So here's how you start building this skill today. 3 steps. Anyone can do these. Step 1. Start talking to one new person every day. I don't mean have a deep conversation, even just, "Hey, how's your day going?" to a cashier, a classmate you don't know well, a neighbor. Every single conversation, no matter how small, is a rep, and reps build strength. You wouldn't go to the gym once and expect muscles, right? Same thing here. Step 2, practice the art of asking questions. Most people are afraid to ask questions because they think it makes them look stupid. Flip that thought. Asking good questions makes you look smart. It makes you look engaged. It shows people that you actually care about getting it right. So whenever someone explains something to you, ask at least one follow-up question. Can you explain that part again? What do you mean by that? So if I do this, is that correct? That's it. Just one question, and every time. Step 3. Record yourself speaking for 2 minutes every day. This one is uncomfortable, I know, but it is the single fastest way to improve. Just grab your phone, hit record, talk about anything, your day, a movie you watched, what you ate, then watch it back. You will notice immediately where you say, too much, where your sentences trail off, where you sound unsure. And once you see the problem, your brain automatically starts fixing it. Do this for 30 days. You will not recognize yourself. Drop a comment right now. Have you ever failed to explain yourself clearly and regretted it? Tell me the story. I'm serious. I read every comment. Number 2, time management. Okay, be honest with me for a second. How many times have you said, "I'll do it later"? How many times have you had a full day, done nothing important, and gone to sleep feeling guilty? How many times have you been so busy, but somehow nothing actually got done? Yeah, and I see you, because that was me too. That's basically every student on the planet. And I used to think, I'm just not a disciplined person. Some people are naturally organized and I'm just not one of them. That is a lie. A comfortable, convenient lie. Time management is not a personality trait, it is a skill. And skills can be learned. Let me prove it to you. So what actually is time management? Simple. It means knowing what to do, when to do it, and actually doing it. Not complicated. But here's where most people mess up. They think being busy means being productive. Wrong. Completely wrong. You can be busy all day long and still get nothing important done. Think about it. Scrolling Instagram is busy, but is it productive? No. Running around stressed is busy, but is it productive? Usually not. Productive means you did the right things, the important things, the ones that actually move your life forward. Time management is the skill that separates the two. Now let me show you what this looks like when you start a real job. On your first week, your manager gives you 3 tasks. Task 1, finish a report by Tuesday. Task 2, reply to an important client email by Wednesday. Task 3, prepare notes for a Friday meeting. No problem, right? You have a whole week. But here's what happens without time management. Monday, and you don't know where to start, so you just scroll your phone and ease into it. Tuesday, you panic about the report. You rush it. It's messy. You submit it late. Wednesday, you forgot about the email. Now the client is annoyed. Friday, you have 0 notes prepared because the week somehow disappeared. Your manager pulls you aside and says, I'm not sure this is working out. First week, already in trouble. Not because you're not smart, not because you don't care, but because nobody ever taught you to manage your time. This is why this skill is not optional. This is survival. 3 steps to start right now, super simple. Step 1, plan the night before. Every night, before you sleep, take out a notebook or your phone. Write down your top 3 tasks for tomorrow. Only 3. Not a list of 20 things that makes you anxious. Just 3. The 3 most important. When you wake up the next morning, you already know what to do. No time wasted. No, where do I even start? You just start. This one habit alone can change your life. I'm not exaggerating. Step 2. Use the Pomodoro technique. This sounds fancy, but it's the simplest thing in the world. Pick one task. Set a timer for 25 minutes. For those 25 minutes, you do nothing except that one task. No phone, no YouTube, no snacks, just the task. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break, then repeat. 4 rounds of this and you will have done 3 solid hours of focused work. And here's the magic. When you know a break is coming, your brain stops fighting. It doesn't feel like forever. It feels like just 25 minutes. Anyone can do anything for 25 minutes. Step 3. Guard your first 2 hours of the morning. First 2 hours after you wake up are gold. Your brain is fresh, the world is quiet. There are no notifications yet. This is your power window. Don't touch your phone first thing. Don't scroll Instagram. Use those 2 hours for the most important task of the day, and then the rest of the day. Even if it goes sideways, you already got the most important thing done. You will feel so much better about yourself every single day. Here's something wild. Studies show that for every hour you spend planning, you save 4 hours of wasted effort. 1 hour, 4 hours saved. That is the return on investment of time management. Tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you keep procrastinating on? Write it down. Sometimes just admitting it out loud is the first step. Number 3, problem solving. I want you to imagine something. It's your 3rd week at your new job. You're still learning, you're still figuring things out, and then something goes wrong. Maybe a customer complains about something that isn't your fault. Maybe a system crashes and nobody knows why. Maybe your team misses a deadline and everyone is looking at each other. In that moment, your boss doesn't need a perfect solution. He needs someone who doesn't fall apart. He needs someone who takes a breath, looks at the situation, and says, okay, here's what I think we can do. That person gets noticed. That person gets trusted. That person gets promoted. Are you that person right now? If not, don't worry. We're going to fix that. Let me break down what problem solving actually is. It does not mean being the smartest person in the room. It does not mean having all the answers. Problem solving simply means when something goes wrong, you figure out what to do next. That's the whole thing. Let me show you the difference between 2 people at the same company. Same job, same age, same experience. A problem hits. The company's website goes down right before a big product launch. Person A panics immediately, starts blaming everyone. It's the tech team's fault. Why does this always happen? I don't know what to do. Someone fix this. He freezes. He creates more stress. He makes the situation worse. Person B takes one deep breath. Then she says out loud, okay, what do we know? What are our options? She writes down 3 possible things they can try. She brings the list to the manager. She says, I don't have all the answers, but here's where I think we should start. Same problem, 2 completely different responses. Guess which one the manager trusts more? Guess which one gets more responsibility next time? Not the smartest one, the one who stayed calm and took action. So we grow up thinking, if I don't know the perfect answer, I should stay quiet. If I'm not sure, I shouldn't try. And then we walk into the real world where there is no marking scheme, where problems don't have one right answer, where your boss needs you to try something, even if it's not perfect. And we freeze, because we were never trained for this. That changes today. Step 1, stop running from hard things. Whenever something feels difficult, a confusing problem, a hard conversation, a task you don't know how to do, don't skip it, don't avoid it, don't wait for someone else to handle it. Sit with it for 10 extra minutes, just 10 minutes. Ask yourself, what do I actually know about this? What's the one thing I could try? That 10 minutes of discomfort is literally your brain building new pathways. You're becoming smarter in real time, but only if you stay and face it. Every time you run from a problem, your brain learns that running is okay. Every time you face it, your brain learns that you can handle it. Which brain do you want? Step 2, change the question you ask yourself. Most people, when a problem happens, ask, why is this happening to me? That question keeps you stuck. It's a victim question. The best problem solvers ask a different question. What can I do about this? What can I do about this right now? Even if it's small, that question moves you forward. That question puts power back in your hands. Next time something goes wrong, catch yourself and switch the question. What can I do? Not why me? It sounds simple, but this mental shift is everything. Step 3. Learn from problems that have already been solved. Every problem you face, someone has faced before. Your business fails, someone already wrote about how they recovered from that. You lose a client, there are videos on how to win them back. You don't know how to handle a difficult coworker? Books exist on this. The world's best problem solvers are not geniuses. They are just people who paid attention to how others solved problems before them. So start paying attention. Read, watch, listen. Study other people's failures and comebacks. Every story you absorb becomes a tool in your brain, and the more tools you have, the better you can build. Here's the truth that took me a long time to understand. Problems are not punishments. Problems are tests. Every time life gives you a problem, it is asking you a question. Are you going to grow from this, or are you going to stay the same? The people who become great, they answer that question the same way, every single time. They grow.